Welcome back everyone to another episode of the 100% run in Fallout New Vegas. We are going downstairs and talking to the brains. Once I figure out how to get to the brains. Let's go. There's a quest involved in chatting to them all, and we may even find some useful equipment lying around. So, who's first? I'll take all of this. Easy lockpick. Let's go. Very nice. Now this is Dr. Boris.
Oh, Bottomite! Has it come for hellos? You'll get no such satisfaction from me. The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps?
No.
Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Animal? Did you just call me an animal?
Yes, animal. Hormones, pores, glands, all wrapped up in skin. Who knows what terrifying secrets lie beneath your epidermis? Scalpels shall tell us your secrets, even if we must cut deep for such knowledge. I was head of my biology class at American High, you know.
You must have been fun. Does this dog bowl look familiar?
What? Oh, something familiar about it, yes. Is it a Cazador skull? Always were bowl-shaped. Or were those the Bolians we made? I confess, I am stumped. If you were to draw some other connection between that bowl and a research facility in Big Mountain, I may be of more help.
Okay, who are you and what do you do here?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious Cazadors, the happy-go-lucky Night Stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
So you're responsible for Cazadors? You're the dude? I should smash your brain case and open where you stand.
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile.
Not words I'd use.
They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
What makes you think they haven't escaped?
Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
Contained? They're all over the Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They
again.
would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
I don't think they're sterile, they breed, alright.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
No, it's alright. Trust me.
Oh, that's too bad. Perhaps we can perform a sterility castration some other time then.
You don't seem to have the grasp in your own research.
Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves, so do not even try.
Alright, when did you create Cazadors?
In 2000, let's see, carry the 3, then count backwards from the Great Static, or beyond. There were the tarantula debates. And something about hawks, which made it around 2003, May, Tuesday. It was definitely Tuesday. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to worry about than data and facts.
Alright. I want to know more about Mobius in the Forbidden Zone.
The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying robo-scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater of Big Mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed.
Okay, tell me about the radar fence.
The radar fence protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us, and anything without a brain also inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch.
This doesn't make much sense. Wait a minute, that means you're trapped here?
Trapped? Nonsense. We are secure here from evil philosophies. Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
Okay, don't you want to leave? There's a whole world beyond this place.
No! Beyond is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain.
Evidence to the contrary?
Enough! Stop filling my precious brain cell units with irrelevant data. You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. It is unproven and unthinkable. Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. I have no time. None of us do.
Right. Why does Klein want these particular technologies?
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would
These
be
boys
nigh
are
unstoppable.
Proper scientists, aren't they? Can you tell me about the Big Empty?
That castrated nickname of our facility is not its true name. The true name is Big Mountain. Where are your manners? It is our home, threatened by the horrors of Mobius. All we wish to do is continue our research, layer upon layer, above and beneath the floor of the crater, until we have our answers. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails and blowing up all the time.
Okay, why have you leveled this place?
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore, so the crater became our testing grounds for science.
Wait. Test cities?
Yes. In the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do. Get permission. Sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed.
Oh, what was the explosion?
Boom! Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped.
Okay, so there was a mountain and it blew up? Was this all underground at one point?
Submit your questions. I shall respond with deadly answers.
Okay, so we've done everything, but the one thing I do want to see is... Night Stalkers, those crazy coyote snake things?
Indeed.
Oh. Oh, right.
Impregnate you? What? Do you want to make me vomit inside my tank? The mere notion makes the edges of my biomed gel crystallize into asymmetrical patterns.
Okay.
Until next time, then. Provided there is a next time. For any of us.
Wow, that was a lot. That was one dude. There are 5 of these dudes? And then there's the gal. Yeah. Might have to do a wee bit of exploring to kind of break it up. In the meantime, I will... Oh, that is so satisfying. Wait, what was that? Dr. Mobius's explosion 2 int? Don't know why I'm all shocked and surprised. Doesn't really make a difference, does it? When you really think about it. This must be Dr. Boris's place then.
Have you done all we asked? If not, we will not hesitate to ask again.
Dr. Ed, are you the voice one? What was that? Did something happen with your voice module? That's too bad or good or something. Can I ask you questions? Who are you? Sounds important, I think. Know anything about Mobius? Alright, just calm down. Didn't mean to alarm you. Can you tell me about these technologies? Sound agitated or are you proclating or something? Wait, after listening a bit, that's Robco Termlink Protocol you're broadcasting, right? Huh, full of surprises. Well, I've hacked enough to know. Nice pun on the header file. Someone would take the time, you're more than just a sound effect in a tank. If that's Robco, doesn't that mean it can be hacked? Only take 1 second to violate your rights and make your voice mine. It's your term link code. Don't worry, I'm not going to take advantage of your exposed code. Not a problem. I want to know what it's like to be experimented on. I am so confused. Did that fix him? No? When I first arrived, tell me you didn't songe into my sonic emitter. Well, at least there'll be some other way to fire it up. Can we talk about it over next time? Tell me about sonic emitters. Huh. Yeah, understood that part. I've been to Higgs Village. Your house is there. Oh, there's an emitter code in your house. Oh, 2 codes. One for the jukebox, one for the opera. Thought that would fix him, but obviously it did not. Right, there's Klein, there's Darla. Do you know what, or Dala?
I love to hear you breathe.
Right, okay. Okay, Dala. Dala builds. Stim packs. Nah. Psycho. Dr. O.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
You're Dr. O, right?
Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, at least. Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco Tech on your arm? It is! What's your agenda bringing that in here?
My Pip-Boy?
How dare you bring Robco Tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Ooh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
I don't think I'll worry about you by telling what... I don't think I'll worry you by telling you what House and his robots have been up to since.
Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, streaming his last remaining bodily fluids into jars. And him and his dirty girl bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Calm down, won't ask questions.
Fine. Ask.
What do you do?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything
Does he
inoperable.
have a really big mouth or just...
Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
It looks like that. That doesn't sound impressive. Break machines, that is.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
Do you have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept a mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Are you sure? My good listener got the ears for it.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay, so my name isn't O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
Wait, okay. Wait, how long?
Ah.
How long? Can I pop Mentats and do that again? Or is that like lost to me?
Ah.
More about your name.
What about it? I don't feel like arguing it with you too.
If they kept confusing the letter with a number, you mean your name is Dr. Zero?
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am Zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
I don't know. O sounds more impressive. Do you want me to call you Zero?
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
Can I get my intelligence up by... Yes!
Ah.
If you wanted to differentiate the O and 0, just put a slash through the 0.
What?
0, draw a slash through it. That's standard termling code to distinguish the two.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
And that's what makes you truly a 0. No idea how you incompetent survived this long.
We're smart. Smarter than we give ourselves credit for.
Okay, some
I
of
was
the
smart
dialogue's
enough
quite
to talk
funny.
to you, give you a chance, and now look what happened. I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. I make a 0 in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
So, 0, any amazing discoveries to share?
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
It's certainly interesting, whatever it was.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
Tell me about Mobius and the monsters.
That genius Mobius somehow cobbled together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them. Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Left with shrapnel and burns. Every time. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters.
Oh.
Sure.
I love that one. A giant robo-scorpion.
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
Tell me about the facility.
Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra.
So it was a mountain.
So soothing.
That's why it's called Big Empty. Need more functions of those worthless caps to test the CIU barter function upstairs.
I'd have a few left. Let me check. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
Is that it? Huh. That was quick. Easy. Dollar.
You are an unusual specimen.
Let's just get
to
them
so
all out of the way
boldly
here.
Walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
Yeah, the quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue. Like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's malval cavity.
Okay, didn't see that one. Perception. Something else for perception? I'm pretty sure I have something somewhere. Probably would be +1 perception would come from mentats and the use of something. Nah, right. I don't have it on me, but I'll continue our dialogue after we loot the rest of this place. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have something lying around, I reckon. Oh. Okay, this'll work.
And you return.
Looping gesture of greeting?
Looping, yes. It is a scientific fact that hormones drive a percentage of lobotomites into recursive behavior patterns. We haven't researched this, as my colleagues care little about the behavior patterns of lobotomites once their brains are removed. It is why so many are littered around the facility, like skinvelopes, discarded after they are peeled open and the contents extracted.
What recursive behavior patterns are you talking about?
It varies according to the number and density of lobotomites that have infected an area. In 43% of observed cases, two lobotomites left alone will fight for dominance or inject bodily fluids into each other's orifices. Unsanitary. I have tried to observe more cases, but subjects seem unwilling to release bodily fluids in my presence.
Can't help but notice your fascination with the human body.
What? Nonsense.
Close eyelids, breathe deeply, then stretch languidly.
What? What are you doing?
Turn, cough roughly, and scratch your nose.
Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography?
Run your hands along the side of your face and exhale rapidly.
Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Okay, why don't you just give in? There's nothing wrong with looking at the human body.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
You could come back anytime and just breathe if you want.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued.
That's so
You'll
weird.
need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my jaw might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Woo. Woo. Purple, purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Whew. Last little bit there.
The voice actress for this, I swear.
Lobotomite. Please,
Imagine reading
you
this
must
script.
come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
Who are you and what do you do?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dalla, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
211 doctorates? How's that possible?
Why, we create not only scientific marvels here at Big Mountain, but new sciences as well. Everything can be quantified, categorized, and dissected until every group can be subgrouped or partitioned.
Okay, first head chief researcher. A lot of titles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
I'm sometimes called a courier.
Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times.
Oh,
Very
Ulysses
different
was here then.
specimens.
There was another one?
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
What was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
Okay, why'd you remove my brain and how?
Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack, snip, done. The brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols.
How am I still talking and walking?
That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again.
Okay, feels strange and peaceful, but on the edge.
It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed in here.
Is there a way to shut it off?
Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again. Then I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from behind. Not something I would relish doing. No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain, and we extracted that like we do all lobotomites here.
Other questions? Mobius.
Dr. Mobius, a monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. Exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all.
Right. Okay, I don't understand how the tech climb once will help.
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the dome where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. all will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain.
Right. Lastly, can you tell me about the Big Empty?
This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered. You'll see. No matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you.
Previous test subjects?
Oh yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field and warm up our brainial beams and vivisectors. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments, and even injured 2 of our staff. It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself. We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place, discuss our secrets, or attempt to use force against us in any way. Isn't that nice?
You said 3-1?
Because 3-1 is 2. 2 spoke to us, one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't speak to. The last one is the -1. It got traumatized, then taken to one of our medical centers for de-traumatization. A rather unsettling procedure.
So, she's referring to Christine, Father Elijah, and Ulysses, but I don't know, the traumatized one was maybe Christine, I think?
Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked 8 once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. We like him better this way.
Goodness. Okay, tell me more about Big Mountain. This used to be a mountain?
Yes, Big Mountain was quite big indeed until the Great Static. Then the top of the mountain was used as part of a detonation experiment. This cleared additional space in the crater, however, allowing us more real estate to build upon. Convenient. Efficient.
Fair enough. And questions like what?
Previous test subjects who have come here have had many questions for us. We answered them with science, fire, and termination.
Okay, so what's the other quest that I just got added? Ask Dr. O and Dr. Klein. Oh no, it's Dr. O.
Predictable. The lobotomite specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition.
Heard you and it were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Tell me what happened.
This human. I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese
Dr.
paper.
Elijah?
When he
Father
hacked
Elijah?
into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now.
Who were the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Why's that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
Strange. Okay, now I will talk to Dr. Klein, because I am curious. This is building upon the story. And my curiosity has certainly been piqued. Oh, last but not least...
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Sans, I'd be honoured if I could hear any knowledge you've got to share. Or one of your previous visitors to the dome asked you some questions. I'll do the Sans one.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
Heard you, yeah, we'll go with that one.
Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
Is that it? You seem like the one in charge. You are?
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Okay, who's Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains.
That's where my brain must be then.
So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
Mechanical robo-scorpions consume intelligence, are you certain? Like chems?
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
Okay. This is strange. I have a passive sensation.
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. I have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
Why the anti-aggression programming?
We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
Who were the visitors?
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
What is this place?
This is the think tank. The nerve center of Big Mountain. The greatest research center known to man. And to us. Here we test and test and test some more in the name of science. Atomic power, nuclear power, and scientific power.
Okay, I've heard this place called the Big Empty.
Yes, because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it. While you are here, you will refer to this place properly, and you will do the same with the other scientists here.
Okay, what left? I'd like to know about the Forbidden Zone.
That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child? It is Mobius's fortress. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic.
Alright. Looks like we're nearing the end on this one. More about the pylons.
Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius. Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics.
Okay, and the brain is extraction.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
You said Mobius might have my brain?
Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
What? What's this auto-dock surgery code you mentioned? Mobius set up the auto-dock routine, so you think he's responsible for post-organ dump?
Yes, always leaves back doors into things. Have to keep finding them and closing them. The auto-dock is now erased of his routines. It was thorough. Only Mobius would know for sure what happened with the procedure. Perhaps. Well, and your brain, of course, it would know as well.
Okay, my brain would know?
It can communicate the procedure when we examine it. It is conceivable to trace its surgical scalpel prints once we have the brain. Might take some time, but your brain has no pain nerve to scream at us while we dissect it. Convenient. I detest screaming in my lab.
What's this auto-dock surgery you mentioned?
Mobius's legacy code was in the old auto-dock. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
Why would he want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad.
These mechanical robo-scorpions consume intelligence.
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings. Yes, a most goodbye.
Well, that's all of them. Quest complete. Good to see you. Any discoveries? And ask you some questions. Your voice module can tell me about the attack. So one of the visitors damaged it, he didn't, he reprogrammed it. I know what it means to be attacked without warning, trust me. Trust me, I'll get the technologies. Nope, that's it. I think you can fix him. I think there is a way.
The lobotomite.
Any questions for you? Nope. You're all good. Just to make sure out of that dialogue I didn't get any new ones with Darla or something. I doubt it, but...
And you return.
A real teddy bear if you want it.
Whatever for?
Well, I thought you liked them. You keep referring to them.
No, I like teddy bears.
You sure you aren't jumbled?
Teddy bears come in many sizes. Your size is what intrigues me the most. Some say that teddy bears can't be living, breathing things. They are wrong. They are large biological forms, breathing, heaving, snarling, coughing. Lobotomites are my teddy bears. Oh, yes.
You know we've been down this road already.
Very well.
And last but not least... Nope, that is it. Voila! All have been spoken to. Now that I know this place was actually underground, that is going to slightly change the way I'm going to look at things. But let's go in, dump the stuff, and get on out and do something. I feel like I spent most of the episode talking to them. Possibly because we did spend most of the episode talking to them. It all was underground. Well, some things couldn't have been underground, like, well, I mean, don't know how they would have had satellite arrays underground. But you can tell quite a bit of the other stuff certainly was. Okay, we're outside. Once again. Can have a little walk around. Oh. Oh, a Night Stalker. Alright, don't run away. Don't be a sissy. Get back. Ooh. Hello. My turn. My turn. My turn. Schmack. Z9 DNA preservation lab. Ah. Mm-hmm. While in combat? Well, I suppose must be these ones. Hiding behind. So really, they just kind of cooked the Night Stalkers here. Well, I certainly hear more of them. Shot us. Mushroom Cloud, AP, and oh, Night Stalker egg, gumdrops, and sugar bombs. Strange combo, but damn it, over encumbered. Time for a bit of buff out. I suppose you could always just eat the cave fungus. That works too. Oh, that's nice. Nice and small. Nice wee small place. How did I miss this? I'm about to walk out and I was going through my checklist. I'm like, oh, there's something missing. And that was the something. Which does make a ton of sense, but lucky shades can be repaired. Yes. Once again, I am looking for something to lower my weight. This will do. So DNA splicing center finished, done. Out of the way. And the Axia building is right there, ready for the taking. Now, I know our journey has been strange. We went south, meant to go this way, didn't, went this way, then went back to the sink. The good news is the next episode will not involve an awful lot of talking as we finish that. So the next one will probably be exploring X8 all around here and just fleshing out the map a lot more. So yeah, a few more episodes of Big Mountain coming up soon. Thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next one.